Hey folks, this is Rich here with South Florida Beekeeping with Rich. So it's Saturday afternoon. Wednesday afternoon, I put swarm lures in my swarm traps. And then the next day, I made a 5-gallon swarm trap and we hung it up in the tree over here. And so if you'll see up here, you'll see some bees checking out the swarm trap. These are a bunch of scouts. Now, this is about 2 in the afternoon. At noon today, there were about 5 times as many scouts there. Now follow me. Now, at noon today, there were about an equal number of scouts on that box and this box. But check out this box now. They're like nutso cuckoo to get in there. They're checking out the cracks between the boxes and everything else too, as well as going great guns at the entrance. And you might think, well, that swarm's moved in. But no, more than likely when I come back here at nightfall, there won't be much anything going on. The funny story on this is, though, that 2 years ago, we had this scenario. These two boxes, same place, set up identical. And we had an equal number at both of them. And I thought to myself, no problem. They'll make up their mind. They'll decide where they want to go. And you know what? 2 days, 3 days, they kept on doing the heavy scout activity at both boxes. And then about halfway through the 3rd day, they all disappeared. Poof. It's like, I don't know whether they decided the volume was too big for their little swarm or what, but I caught nothing at that point. Last year, the same scenario started. Both boxes, equal numbers, about 35, 40 bees at each. And I thought, okay, not leaving it up to them this time. Come nightfall, I closed off the box over there and left this box over here open. Guess what? The next day, there were no bees at either one. Bee's going to do what bee's going to do. Now, okay, now let's check the swarm trap that I built in the 5-gallon bucket a couple of days ago and hung up over here in the avocado tree. You can come over here, you'll have a better sun angle.
Oh my.
So there you go. So I figure I had all my bases covered this time. If they didn't like the size of that cavity, they'd probably like the size of this cavity. Now we're just going to have to see what happens over the next couple of days. This could be more than one swarm. You never know. More than likely it's one swarm, and it looks like the box over there is going to win on this one. But, you know, we'll just have to see.
Do all 3 swarm traps have different volumes inside?
The 2 swarm traps that are here 24/7, 365, both at the same height, are exactly the same. They are 2 8-frame medium boxes with frames in the top frame. The lures that were put in here not quite 3 full days ago were lemongrass in a Ziploc bag and then some chunks of old grungy cone thrown on the bottom. And this one has lemongrass oil. Yeah, that wasn't bees. It has lemongrass oil impregnating the brick that is acting as a stabilizer in the bottom of the bucket, and a bunch of grungy old comb thrown in the bottom of the bucket. So
we'll find out.
We're going to find out. Either all this activity will cease at 2 locations and everybody will move into the one under the cedar tree, or this might be a totally separate swarm over here. No telling.
So you might get 3 swarms, you might get 2 swarms, you might get 1 swarm, you might get 0 swarms.
Yeah, but I'm not looking for 0 swarms at this point. I'm thinking at least we're going to get something to there. The swarm trap under that cedar tree has always been my luckiest swarm catcher. I've always gotten good performance out of that box there because the bees, all the bees in the area come to that cedar tree because it is a very good source of propolis gums. They don't get pollen from it, they don't get nectar from it, but they do get propolis. They get gums, and so they all go over there and hang out. So it's a place that's well known to a bunch of the worker bees. Or so I do believe. That's my theory anyway, until somebody proves me wrong.
Show us your shirt.
Oh, okay. There we go. Show you my shirt.
Say goodbye.
Bye, everybody. Take care.